First impressions matter, so nailing the introduction to your essay is really important. There are 5 sentences in the perfect VCE Religion and Society essay introduction, and they look like this. First is a general answer to the question. Next is a definition of any strange terms and an explanation of the topic. Then an outline of paragraphs 1 and 2. Next an outline of paragraphs 3 and 4. And finally a specific answer to the question. Let's do an example, shall we? We'll use question 3 from the 2014 exam as our prompt. Pause the video and read the question now. If you haven't done so yet, watch the video on picking apart an essay question in my channel. Hopefully, you've noticed that this is a Unit 4.1 historical challenge topic, so we'll be using the Catholic Church and the Protestant Reformation in our answer. The first sentence is a general answer, like this. Whilst at times religious traditions may be slow to react when pressured to change, far from doing nothing, they tend to respond on both an individual and institutional level. You can see that I haven't even mentioned the Catholic tradition yet. This shows the examiner I'm not just regurgitating a pre-learned essay. I've included the words of the question as often as possible, here, and here, and here, and here. And I've also subtly outlined what I will discuss in my paragraphs, here, here, and here. So really, my whole essay is in that first line, but written in a general, not specific way. The second sentence defines strange terms and explains the topic to really show I'm engaging with the question, like this. Pressure to change suggests the kind of internal and external factors that challenge a religious tradition's aspects, and the quote asserts that in the face of such influences, religious traditions remain idle. The first half of the sentence defines the term pressure to change, and the second explains what the quote is saying, even though I disagree with it. The third sentence outlines what's coming in paragraphs 1 and 2, bringing in the tradition, like this. The Roman Catholic Church was slow to respond to the historical challenge of Martin Luther's heretical teaching, with Pope Leo X seeing it as a minor issue, but they eventually responded on a personal level, giving him 6 chances to recant. The first half describes paragraph 1, where I will explain the challenge, while the second half describes paragraph 2, where I will describe the Church's personal response to Luther. Looks good. The next sentence does the same with paragraphs 3 and 4, like this. The subsequent Protestant Reformation prompted the Church to respond, not by doing nothing, but by clarifying teaching to avoid future heresy and reforming its social structure to eradicate the corruption that led Luther to protest initially. Again, paragraph 3 is outlined here, and I'll be describing the Council of Trent, while the second half outlines paragraph 4, in which I'll be describing the reforming orders and popes. Looks good. Finally, the fifth sentence answers the question in a tradition-specific way, making sure your examiner knows you've nailed it, like this. So while the Catholic Church was slow to act, it certainly did far more than nothing when confronted by Luther to change its distinctive beliefs, rituals, and social structure. Once again, we've used the words of the question here, 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 and here. So, to recap, here are the 5 sentences. First, a general answer to the question, next a definition of any strange terms, then an explanation of paragraphs 1 and 2, the same with paragraphs 3 and 4, and finally a specific answer to the question. Oh, so you can see it all in all its glory, here is the final paragraph. Feel free to pause and enjoy, and realize all the sentences are there.